Hi there everyone, my name's Darran Jones and I'm the editor of Retro Gamer.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Wells. I'm the art editor on Retro Gamer.
And we're here to talk to you about the latest issue, which you should be able to buy right now from the shops or from www.ImagineShop.co.uk. Let's take an actual talk about the amazing cover. So
Yeah.
Tell us how it came about, John.
Well, kind of came about when you got the art from Sega, which is very helpful. So, and I just kind of thought I just had to ping around and just decided I'm going to go Japanese, all Japanese on this.
Yeah, because I mean that was your idea, wasn't it? And it's a lovely touch. It looks really cool. And I mean, one of the things that I want to make clear now is that John doesn't get a lot to work with when he's doing these covers. Unlike a lot of traditional video games magazines, you can't just go and go up to the latest publisher and say blah 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 blah. We'd like to put this on the cover, and they go, here you go, here's your nice piece of high-res art. So to get something like this, I mean that's like Christmas for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a very rare occurrence, and I was very thankful. So yeah, no, I'm really happy with this one. So
yeah, no, it's awesome, yeah. and all the Japanese does make sense as well. So we haven't made up figures and everything. We're going to go through the issue then. So we'll just quickly point on the retro radar because it was obviously we lost Satoru Iwata back in. But last month, basically, he was obviously Nintendo's president. He used to work for HAL. He's been involved in a huge amount of games, and so you toned everything down, basically, didn't you, for the feature?
Yeah, we just wanted to be respectful of the occasion, and just wanted to make sure we got everything in there that he's featured on, and just get some of the key moments, really.
So moving over, we'll quickly put on this, and This is basically the Nottingham Video Game Arcade, which has only been open now since around March time, and we went up there to have a look around. And you had one thing to do, John. All you had to do was Photoshop out with something, and you didn't do it.
No, some things I do, some things I don't.
I specifically remember asking for more hair, but yeah, I mean it's a great place. It's quite interesting because you initially think that, obviously when you hear the word arcade, you think it's just going to be loads and loads of arcade machines everywhere, and it's not that at all. It's more of like a kind of history where it looks at both new stuff and old stuff. So one of the things I liked about it was that you'd have like the Donkey Kong arcade machine, and then you'd have like the NES game next to it,
right.
And then you go into another section and you've got they've got like Minecraft. And then you've got Super Mario Paint next to Little Big Planet.
Oh, so it all connects in some ways. So.
Yeah, so they're trying to explain that it doesn't matter whether you're into new stuff or whether you're into old stuff, because it's just all about celebrating games.
Yeah.
Game Boy Peripheral. Have you ever used one of these?
I didn't. No, I think my cousin might have had one, but I never actually got to. I got to play around on it maybe, but I don't think they had the printer, so we couldn't print off any of our pictures anyway.
Because I know at one stage they were supposed to be doing Perfect Dark, and it was supposed to link up to Perfect Dark, and you could basically connect it to your N64, take a photo of your face, and then you could put your face onto the actual characters. Because like in GoldenEye, where they're kind of like photorealistic people.
Yeah.
And they were going to do that, and then at the last minute, apparently Nintendo decided that it wasn't right that you could basically shoot each other in a video game, so it got taken out. So yeah, moving on then. So we've got the Piece de Resistance Space Harrier. We've been working on this for ages, haven't we? I mean, we've sat on it for about 5-6 months now.
Yeah, it's been in the works for a while because we've, like I say, got the Yu Suzuki interview, and yeah, we just kind of wait for the right time, really. We try
to. Well, we first made contact with Yu Suzuki's agent about, what was that, about 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, something like that.
And everything was going smoothly, and then everything just stopped. And I was just looking through some old emails, and I found it, and it was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if we could get it together? And yeah, we managed to get him just when obviously Shenmue was breaking. So we don't speak to him about Shenmue, but we'll obviously do that at a later date. With the actual feature, when you've got something like this, which is this like packed, how would you actually go about the design of it?
Well, to be fair, like the artwork is very colourful, and the game itself has got a lot going on, very fast moving. So I thought I'd try and keep the actual feature a little bit more. I started off very simple and keep it clean, and then let all the sprites and the artwork do all the talking really. And again, I wanted to continue the Japanese themed.
We got all the conversions as well, which we've not done in the past. I think we managed about 18, and Nick got all of them.
He's dug out a few more. Yeah,
I've not even heard of some of these. I mean, where's I mean, look at that Sharp MZ 700,
or
and it's like
the Fujitsu FM 77 AV.
To be fair though, that actually does look pretty.
It does for 1987. That's
pretty good. I mean, it's very accurate based on the actual game. Arkanoid. I mean, stuff like this must be quite tricky for you because it's minimalist design, or does that actually help?
Something like this is you kind of know where you're going to be going because it's quite a simple looking game. Obviously, it's got its elements, and I basically wanted to build off that, and like our other Ultimate guides, to kind of try and take elements of the levels of the game and just build off of that really. So that's what I did with this one, but also trying to make it not look like a breakout feature.
And again, it's another game with a lot of conversions, and they're all pretty much of a muchness, aren't they? I mean, you've basically got blocks of colour, so most systems shouldn't have too much of a problem with that.
Yeah, depending on which console you play on, I suppose that's the.
Yeah. I mean,
depending on colours you're going to get, but
yeah, the Apple Mac one looks pretty disappointing actually, but. I remember playing on the Spectrum quite a lot and enjoying it, although I always preferred, there was this other game that came free with, I think your Sinclair, called Batty, and it was so much better than Arkanoid. Bruce Lee then?
Yeah.
One of the things that you've started doing a lot is, mainly because Rory supplies him, but you've been using scans for some of the making ofs, and what do you feel that brings to the actual article?
It just really helps having some, when you get some nice artwork. It really helps just lead a feature.
It must be said though that he's not exactly been in. There's not been a lot of good games on him, considering he was like probably one of the best martial artists around, and he's been saddled with a load of pretty crappy games. One of the things that readers have been requesting is that whenever we do cover these games that come across multi-formats, that we put up a picture of every single one so you can see the differences. So again, we'll continue doing it because we value your feedback. So if there's anything that you ever want to tell us, you can get in touch with the forums or on Facebook or simply via email, and all the information for those details are on our letters page. We don't just fill the magazine with stuff that we love. We fill the magazine with stuff which obviously people want to read about, things that are relevant. Obviously, there's the new. Have you seen the Kickstarter for Bard's Tale 4?
I've never seen a screenshot during the feature, but
it does look really impressive. It's by Brian Fargo again, he did like Wasteland 2 and stuff.
Yeah.
Again, as you can probably see, we've led with the box art because it's you're always trying to get that nostalgia, aren't you? Like what are people going to connect with?
Yeah, I think in this case again, I think that's one of the things that helped lead it. As I've been supplied the box art through Adam Barnes, the freelancer. I think Brian Fargo himself had actually sent it to him. Yeah, I really love the map you've done at the end. We've got basically this is the map again. It's from the game, and then we've obviously got all the locations and stuff you can visit. But again, it's just integrating the theming of the game, and then to the style. And it's not that interesting looking a game. I'll be honest, I found it quite hard when I first was doing it. You're looking at it and it's. And it's like text adventures are always a challenge, aren't they? Because hence why we don't tend to have many of them. Acorn Electron or the Acron Electron. But basically, the simple rule here is don't get your designer to type at the top, because he'll inevitably make a mistake and then I'll forget to check it. So so apologies for that. It has been corrected for future digital downloads. PC engines are amazing. There's this running joke. There's this running joke at work because I rate everything on how many packs of crisps you can hide the console under. With the PC engine, it's so small, dinky, and beautiful that you can literally put it underneath, put a Walker's pack of crisps on top of it, and you can't see it. But they're great machines. I mean, have you ever had a chance to play on one? No, I don't think I have actually. I can't remember. But I know you're thinking about getting one, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a cracking console. I mean, it's fairly expensive, but it's got all the games I like playing. So I'm a big fan of shoot 'em ups. I'm a big fan of well, just basically arcade games, and the PC Engine's got loads of them. I was going through this feature, I remember on Deadline, and I'm like, John, I want to buy a PC Engine now. I mean, looking in retrospect now, we probably put this a bit too far back in the mag, because it's Alley Cat's quite an old game, isn't it? We try and get like the genres in order, don't we? So like we normally have more 8-bit stuff towards the front, and I mean we typically normally have all the PlayStation gear right towards the back,
anything
don't we?
slightly newer, anything like that, which we normally put towards the back end of the issue. So it's kind of like almost like a timeline of running through.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of old stuff in the issue actually, isn't there? Yeah. But if you've not played it, Alley Cat is this really cool shooter by Andrew Braybrook and not Andrew Houston as I've put there. And then the last feature is Simon Pick, who's basically one of his early games was Daredevil Dennis on the BBC Micro, which you can see there. But he did work on the Die Hard trilogy, which you must have played that on the PlayStation. That was awesome.
Yeah, back in the day.
You had the light gun and the driving section.
Yeah, I was quite late to the PlayStation, but I remember my friends having them when I was growing up. And
I didn't realise he worked on Lawnmower Man on the SNES until I went through the feature as well. To quickly move on to the review, so we've got 3D Streets of Rage 2, which is clearly awesome. Tembo the Badass Elephant, or the Half-Ass Elephant, as I refer to it. I wasn't a fan. And that's it really. So next month we've got Metal Gear Solid, we've got Neo Geo Hero, which I'm really pleased about because I've been trying for the last 10 years to get hold of John Van Ryssen, and he's finally agreed to speak to us. We've got things like Broken Sword, Jumpin' Jack, so that's your lot. So this is a Space Harrier, it's issue 146, and it's available on sale now, and you can also buy it directly from the Imagine Shop at www.imagineshop.co.uk. I'm Darren Jones.
I'm Jonathan Wells.
And we'll see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye.